If this goes well, I'm buying some more stuff from Temu. And right now, it actually looks like it will. But let's not jump the gun yet. We'll have to wait and see. So I recently decided to try out the Chinese e-commerce site, and I'm sure you've probably seen their aggressive ads everywhere. $0 deals, free gifts, 80% off, and all that madness. I figured, let me test it out myself. And I wanted to buy stuff for my home office that I use consistently so I can properly observe the quality over time. So my keyboard and my mouse are the two things I use every single day, and they are perfect candidates for this test. The idea is to replace my Logitech MX keys and my MX Master 3X keyboard and mouse combo for a couple of weeks with a random set that I will get from Temu and see how the Temu products match up to my Logitech experience. So I picked a wireless mechanical keyboard from a brand called Free Wolf and a uniquely shaped wireless mouse. These are the main items I care about and really want to test. I threw in a few extra things like a watch, a blue light glass, a phone stand, just to see what those cheaper items feel like. I'm going to put up exactly everything I got and how much I spent so you can pause the video and go through them. But for the main items, the wireless mechanical keyboard from Free Wolf cost 32,529 naira exactly, or around $22. And then the ergonomic mouse cost 10,000 naira, which is around $6.75. And then for the whole item, Temu claims that I was supposed to pay 211,000 naira. And that's about $143. But I ended up paying about 65,000 naira, which rounds up to about $44. Cool. For the order and the delivery timeline, I placed the order on the 3rd of June, and by the 16th of June, everything was delivered to me here in Lagos. I was actually thinking I would use a third-party shipping service like Fly My Mall or Hiroshi, but Temu handled everything and it was 100% free shipping. The delivery was done by SpeedAff, which I used to think was a purely Nigerian logistics company, but it turns out they are a China-Africa integrated logistics brand focused on cross-border delivery. So yeah, free shipping was real and it got to me in 2 weeks and right on my doorstep. Now let's talk quality, and let's start with the smaller items first. The camera screw adapters, the desk brush, the wooden phone stands, and the cable clips, no complaints there. Nothing fancy, but also nothing to fault. They're cheap, functional, and exactly what you'd expect. Now onto the watch and glasses. This is where things started to fall apart. First, with the blue light glasses. They look exactly like the pictures on the website for the most part, but the quality, honestly, is trash. The glasses are ultra plasticky and it feels like if I sneeze while I'm wearing this thing, it's going to just snap in half. And then same thing with the watch as well. It's very lightweight and cheaply made. It's honestly impressive how they make things look expensive and at the same time feel cheap when you hold them. But then again, I wasn't expecting luxury for 2,000 naira. But still, it's stuff like this, I think, that feeds the Temu is a scam narrative. For instance, the product video of the glasses literally showed someone bending it like it was indestructible. But what I got was far from what was shown in the product video. Okay, now for one of the two main stars of the show. Let's talk about the ergonomic mouse. So I bought it mainly for the weird shape, and honestly, I like it. It has that natural hand angle that makes it feel more comfortable than more traditional designs. And then it connected seamlessly with my Mac via Bluetooth, and it even came with a dongle that also works just fine. So I think my main issue with the mouse is how light it is. Like it's way too light, like featherweight light. But when it comes to working, it works perfectly and it connects as it's supposed to. But because of the weight, it kind of feels cheap and I'm not convinced it will last very long. But that said, for 10,000 naira, it still beats my expectations for how ergonomic it feels and how well it actually works. So let's talk about what really impressed me the most, and that's the Free Wolf wireless mechanical keyboard. This keyboard is honestly solid. It paired instantly with my PC and my Mac again, and it just feels good to, to type on. Feels really good to type on. It's quiet, it's very quiet and not super clicky like a typical mechanical keyboard, which I didn't expect, but it's not like I hate it, I just wasn't expecting it. and the keyboard has some weight to it, so that makes it feel like premium, and the design is also very, very clean. The keyboard made me think, okay, this is why you pay a little extra. Even though at 32,000 naira or $22, the keyboard was the most expensive item on the list of things I got, it could easily go for double that price. Honestly, I don't have a single complaint about this one. So this is a big win for Temu. So today is the 22nd. I don't know if you can see it there. And I told you guys I got the products from Temu on the 16th. So today is the 22nd, which makes it about a week. So I've been using the keyboard and the mouse for about a week now. So I just wanted to add this bit because now I've been able to test the battery life, and the battery life on the keyboard and the mouse are pretty good. And I think that's one of the main things to really test when it comes to products like this, the battery life. So I've been using them consistently, just like I would my other keyboard and mouse, and it's been working just fine. I was thinking the mouse was not going to perform very well when it comes to battery life because of how light it is. It just felt really cheap, but it's been working. I sometimes go to bed and I forget to turn them off overnight, so I guess they have some type of system to protect for if you forget to turn it off at night. So I say all of that to say the battery life on both of these are really, really good so far. So I think if you're going to charge from one charge, I had one charge the first day. If it's going to work like this, give you days, 3, 4, 5 days of use, consistent use on a single charge, and I think that's what you expect from top brands like the Logitech I have. So same performance. To sum up what I genuinely liked about my experience of shopping on Temu, first off is that Temu is not a scam. I was expecting the worst, but after going through the process myself, I can confidently say it is not a scam. And the experience and the entire process felt similar to something like shopping on Amazon. And then the shopping experience on the website, not the app, I'll get to that in a second, but on the website it was smooth, and I liked the shipping updates throughout the process. I got notifications almost daily about the status of my order as it was in transit, till I received everything. And then the free doorstep delivery in 2 weeks from China to Nigeria. I think the timeline is fair, but keep in mind that the free shipping is only a promotional offer. I'm still curious to know what they actually charge for shipping. And then the value for money on most items is quite good. For instance, with this experiment, all of the items I got did not fall short of my expectations relative to how much I paid. My only qualms really was the fake product video. And now let's talk what I did not like. First off, the app. The app is just chaotic. It's overstimulating, so many pop-ups, notifications, games, flashing discounts. It's like Vegas in your pocket. And then their marketing tactics are borderline manipulative. All the ridiculous claims, you get stuff for free and you get free vouchers that only unlock after you spend some money. I don't quite like that. And lastly, some product photos and videos might be misleading. Case in point, the glasses. But to round up my thoughts here, I think Temu's biggest problem isn't even the products. I think it's their marketing. The ads make people believe they can buy high quality stuff for $0. And that's the real issue. Temu doesn't sell premium quality stuff for cheap. What they do sell, just like every other e-commerce platform, is cheap stuff for cheap, and then good stuff if you pay a bit more, like my keyboard. So if you go shopping on Temu with realistic expectations, you probably won't be disappointed. My advice would be to ignore the $0 gimmicks and expect to get what you pay for. And Temu is not for like designer luxury stuff. I think it's for affordable everyday items, and it's worth checking out. So yeah, if this keeps going well, I just might keep buying more stuff from Temu. And let me know in the comments if you've bought anything from Temu and what your experience was like. And don't forget to share, and of course, subscribe if you vibe with this kind of content. I'll catch you in the next one. Maybe I'll just go and buy more stuff now, because there's so many nice things here, man. So many nice things, but you just have to be careful, honestly, before you lose your hard-earned money. And there's a lot of like ingenious things, like, it's China. They produce a whole lot. Weird designs, which is what I like. Stuff you would normally not find in your local store in your country, So some of them may come to you looking funny and not what you expected, but just have a good laugh. But not if you've spent a lot of money. If you've spent a small amount of money, you could really get some good things here for cheap. But if it's cheap and it comes, it's not your expectation, it doesn't meet your expectation, just have a good laugh.